Probability Mountain, where we see a million Ant-Mans.
Yeah.
On the day, can you sort of do like a mini scene breakdown? How did you shoot that?
That was the most challenging sequence I've ever had to do in anything. And it took a long, long time. It was so complex to do all the visual effects that they actually shot it after the whole thing finished.
Wow.
And I had to come back, and it took several weeks. You can't fake a lot of that stuff. So if I'm in a mountain of Scott Lang's or I'm climbing, we had guys in stuntmen that were in all blue suits that were pulling me up, and I'm stepping on them, and there were so many things that the visual effects department had to do. It was fascinating. And then I had to do each guy. It took a long, long time, but it was cool to imagine what this whole sequence might look like because it was so bizarre.
For me, I was sitting in what we call the array, which is this chair, 600 more lights than this, all pointed at my face. I have dots on my face, I'm wearing a black t-shirt, and I am not allowed to move my head or my shoulders, but I have to act with my face. Okay, now he's above you. Okay, and no, don't put your head up. Now you're really excited, and you're scared, you don't know what's going on, and you just have this like massive amount of information coming into your brain that you're not allowed to express with your body, only with your face, just right here. And because I'm in the suit for the whole thing, and anytime I'm in the suit, all of that is done in the array. It's like Tony Stark in his suit. He would sit in an array, and you're just acting with this part of your, it's really difficult for me because I'm a very physical actor. I want to put my body into it. Wow. So it's a very surreal experience to have to limit to that and then see it come to life on the screen, and it's, you know, a lot more.
It was an insane scene because, you know, we just wrote that scene, we designed it, I pre-vised it. It was a very complicated thing with, you know, dozens of Scott Langs. And it was part of principal photography, but it was its own separate shoot when we came back here because it was a very visual effects intensive scene, as you can imagine. I don't think I would have been able to do that scene without Paul Rudd, because Paul is able to remember the rhythms because he has to step on this thing and react to a Scott who's no longer there, and he can keep it alive and keep it fresh, and he can remember the thing he just said and come back to it. And if you'd had an actor who wasn't skilled in that way, we would still be shooting it today. Instead of sitting here with you, we'd still be shooting it. But Paul, just instinctually, he knew what we were after, he knew how to do it, he knew how to make the Scotts different but the same, and it was incredible to watch on a performance level.